Are you looking to get into a trading bot to maybe decrease your volatility or risk or increase your profitability and get away from rug pulls and things like that? And are you also interested to know what are the risks associated with a trading bot? Specifically, we're going to cover a Martingale DCA trading bot. If you are, this is the place, stick around. Hey, this is Joe from JoeKnowsTheCryptos, and today we're talking about a Martingale DCA trading bot. What is it? What are the risks? Should I do that? Should I not do it? That's what we're talking about, so let's get going. I do have a bunch of notes, so if it looks like I'm looking down, I'm looking at notes. There's a lot to cover, and I don't want to miss anything because this is an important topic. So first, let's talk about what a DCA trading bot is. A DCA just stands for dollar cost averaging. And really all this says is that you're going to set up a bot that will buy crypto over a specific period of time at a specific amount. So you might say, I'm going to buy crypto once a week for a year at $250, regardless of what the price is. So over the course of a year, that dollar cost will average, a certain amount, versus if you just buy a ton of it today or a ton of it next week, you're gonna dollar cost average. So you might buy it low sometimes and buy it high sometimes. So that's a basic DCA bot. This is pretty simple to set up. Most exchanges offer it. They might call it, buying over time or whatever. It is pretty simple. Now, what the Martingale strategy basically borrows some betting strategies and applies them to trading crypto. Let me give you an example. If you're playing blackjack and you lose a hand, you might double up on the next round on your hand in order to win back your losses. Well, if you lose that hand, you gotta double again and double again. So you can already tell that this is a risky strategy that takes, some capital to deal with, because if you keep losing, you could be wiped out. So let me apply that to a DCA bot. So a DCA bot basically sets up an algorithm, which is a fancy word for basically a system, a mindless, emotionless system the computer does that says, if you buy crypto here and the crypto goes up, it's going to sell. If you buy crypto here and the crypto goes down and down, it's going to increase it's going to purchase more crypto and increase your stake at that price. Well, if it goes down again, it's going to further increase its purchase and buy more crypto of that asset, of that coin. It's going to buy it on the way down, and then it's going to increase your position. So while you might have bought at, let's just say 100, it might have bought at 96, it might have bought at 95, 90, it might have bought way down, but it's going to buy more. So then your average price is not 100, it's going to be lower than 100. So when it does go up, it's going to sell all of those positions and you're going to make out. Now, that's assuming it does go up. So one of the big risks with the DCA Martingale strategy for crypto is that you might get stuck in a position. So in other words, if it's at 100 and it goes down to 80 and then 70 and then 60, well, your dollar cost average is still way up here. Or if you still have capital, you might run out of capital to keep buying your way down. And if it keeps going down and it keeps buying, you're going to run out of capital. And if it never goes back up, you will have lost that difference. Now, you can always sell your trades for whatever they're worth if you're not leveraged. That's a whole different game, and I'm not getting into leveraging. But if you're not leveraged and it's dollar for dollar and you bought your way down and it's down to $60 from the 100, you have that spread and you've lost 40% of your capital. You can sell at that point at a loss, or you can hold on to that trade to see if it ever recovers. And if it recovers, again, the bot will automatically buy and sell at certain signals. Those signals are determined, by the algorithm that's set up by the bot. And that's where the money is made, okay? So you make money by those things emotionlessly buying its way down, and as it goes up, it will sell its way back up to wherever you need to be. But again, one of the biggest risks, and we'll go over all the risks, but one of the biggest risks of a DCA Martingale bot is that it never recovers and you have to sell your position at a loss. All right. That being said, some of the risks there. Number one, bot buys its way down and it never recovers, and you'll lose all your money, but you lose that difference. And that's definitely a risk. Emotional stress is a risk. These bots, you don't know which way the market's going. If you watch these all day long, they can be stressful to watch. Dependency on unlimited capital. I love that statement. So it's a strategy. Martingale is a strategy that theoretically requires unlimited capital. Well, no one has unlimited capital. Nobody. So a few bad trades can rapidly increase the required capital. Because if you have a couple of bad trades, in other words, it keeps going down, it keeps buying, we need more capital to cover those buys, right? Let's talk about market volatility. Well, market volatility is typically good for a Martingale bot because if it goes down and it buys down and it goes back up and it sells on its way up, you're making money on those trades. But if it's too much volatility and the swings are too big, you might stop yourself out of the trade, or you might run out of capital as it's going down in order to keep buying more. Now, those that can go deeper stand the chance of making a bigger reward, but they also stand the chance of losing more money in those trades. Lack of flexibility. Again, this is a computer. It's saying, I'm going to buy, maybe it's if it goes down 1.5% or 3%, and I'm going to put in double or triple the amount of money. The bot has already predetermined what it's going to do. So when it hits those buy and sell signals, it's going to do what it's programmed to do. It doesn't know what's going on in the marketplace. It doesn't know that maybe this particular crypto got regulated out of the space and it's never going to recover, but it keeps buying its way down. So there are some risks with that. As with any bot, there's a technical risk. What if the software malfunctions? So what if it was supposed to buy or supposed to sell, but it missed its signal? Well, you might get stuck into a trade or stuck with a certain trade. You might be stuck in there and not able to buy or sell until you physically go in there and manually make it buy or sell. So listen, before using a DCA trading bot or a Martingale DCA trading bot, you got to understand all of the risks involved, and there are plenty. I just outlined a couple of them, but there are plenty of risks associated with this. If you're getting into this world, I love the eazybot. I think it's very easy, and if you stick to the main coins right now, you might have a better chance. But anything can change. Regulation can knock you out right away. The market going down, and if you don't have the patience for it to rebound, you might get stuck in that trade or have to manually sell it at a loss. Stop the bot and sell it at a loss because you don't want to go any further. I think a lot of these bots will let you, set up a stop loss, which means if it hits this point, just I'm done. Stop the bot and sell at a loss. I personally don't set them up that way, but don't be me, be you. So make sure you do your own research. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not a financial advice. We're just talking about what a DCA Martingale bot is. If you have any questions or comments, please put them below. You can always go to my Discord. We have a Discord set up where we talk about the eazybot trading and some other things as well. So please join, be active in the group. I'd love to hear from you. That being said, that's all I got. I hope you understand there are risks associated with DC Martingale trading bots. I hope to see you here again soon. Talk to you later.